Shall we begin?
Gamer Gen Xer here, and man, my mind is blown. I already saw this. I know you have already saw this. It is the hottest thing going on in gaming right now as far as fighting games, and that is Marvel Tokon. They released the newest one, Knights of Doom. Let's check it out.
Prepare to face the supreme master of the pugilistic art, the Duke of Get Your Dupes Up, Mr. Champion!
Actions are worth more than any word.
And the greatest action is to fight.
You have defeated so many. You've defeated whole worlds. But you've never fought Doom. Let me show you why you should kneel.
Think you're a genius, Doom?
Your works are mere trinkets. My genius is endless!
And now my turn. You made promises, Doom, and those promises shall be kept.
This violence will solve nothing, Eric.
My dearest Aurora, mutant kind shall rise, and I will be the one to lead the way!
Showtime! You look a little angry, Bug. Still holding a grudge. Currency, huh?
Time to stop laughing, Gobby.
That all you got? Bump the way! What? I'm gonna kill Spider-Man, not you! You want to fight? Carnage will give you one to the death!
Moment has come! Attack!
No mercy.
Let me do it! I'll slice you up! Don't be greedy! He's mine!
Knights of Doom! Destroy them! Feel my wrath!
The end is near.
Okay, so that was the trailer, and I have to say, oh my god, this is simply amazing. Like, I don't know who all of these people are, but I will say this. I think this person, right? Let's see, right there, I think that's the collector, and I do not know who these other people are, but I think they're going to be like entities of the universe from Marvel. You know, I don't know if it's Chaos and Order or, you know, all of these other, could even be Arcade. I just really don't know. Anyway, you got the announcer, and they really did take liberties on Champion. He's actually called Champion of the Universe, and he actually has the Infinity Gauntlet of power, of strength, if you will, in the original Infinity Gauntlet storyline. And he looks a little weird, but look at this, man. I mean, the colors, the vibrancy, incredible. So we see Dr. Doom. We've seen him before. I like that he uses a Luger, but then Magneto comes in, and oh my god, this is so amazing. Look at this. It was over right when I saw this right here. When he comes in and does that. Over. 10 out of 10. Perfect. He's just, Magneto's amazing. Look at this. Just incredible. Oh my god. God level. Freaking 1,000 out of 10. And then we see the pumpkin bomb, and then we see the Green Goblin. And I was like, that was one of my picks. I was like, they need to bring in the Green Goblin because of the glider thing. And I love that he can fight without it and he can summon it. And then Carnage. Oh my God. And the voice is perfect. And the range is sick. And then that right there. This right here is from the comic book. This is signature. This is, and it's called Bloodbath. Yes. And it's just, oh, it is just so perfect. I jumped ahead here. But let's play that. It's coming again. Bloodbath. Ah, that is, and then the blades. God damn, this is so perfect. I mean, this is amazing. I don't care. I'm pre-ordering. This is astounding. This is 1,000 out of 1,000, 1,000,000 out of 1,000,000. It shows a Sentinel, Pumpkin Bomb, and then the symbiote shark. And then they show the new champion, and that's crazy. A new champion and that sort of thing. So here's a screenshot of what he looks like from Marvel Tokon. They've definitely taken some liberties and that sort of thing. I am a Marvel comic books fan all the way back from the 80s. Actually, you could even say the late 70s. I've been reading those books since I was like about 10 or 12. Anyway, this is the champion. He's called Champion of the Universe, like I said earlier. And this is him fighting Thanos for the Infinity Gauntlet. There's the Infinity Quest and then the Infinity Gauntlet. He actually comes up with the gauntlet. And he has to go around the universe and get all the pieces himself. And they have this incredible fight. But look how big he is compared to Thanos. So take a look at it here. It is a older design and that sort of thing. And then here's this new one. What I think is going to happen is he's that way when he's relaxing. But I think his hair is going to grow out. And I think muscles will probably expand and he'll be all jacked and everything. That's kind of what I think is going to happen when you fight him. He's going to be majorly jacked, huge, and just so OP that you're going to need all 4 characters to play against him. All right, next up is Carnage. For the first time since the Super NES days, we've got a modern version of Carnage. And for those of you who are not familiar with Carnage, he is a fan favorite. I know a lot of bandwagoners have jumped on him, but what is the main difference between him and the most popular one, Venom? Venom is more, that's Eddie Brock, more of muscle, and he uses his tentacles or tendrils to fight with, much more muscle and things like that. Well, I think his name is Cletus Cassidy. He is a serial killer. He is psycho, and he loves blades. He loves to cut things up. And so what makes him different is that he forms all of these different weapons. You can see some here. There's axe blades and hatchets and swords and fingers and all these different things. And he's actually much faster than Venom. He's up there as far as speed and agility with Spider-Man and that sort of thing. But he's really lean, really fit. And this is one of the first comic book appearances of Carnage right here. Where if you look at the panel there, he puts his forearm out, makes this blade, and he throws it. So he actually even has projectiles. You see Peter Parker dodge it. He even looks at it like, oh my God, it like stuck to the wood and that sort of thing. So yeah, he makes all of these weird bladed looking weapons to slice and dice you. He is a weapons user. So you kind of see that already in the gameplay a little bit. But yeah, he doesn't rely on doing, kicks and punches and things like that. He wants to cut you. He wants to stab you. He wants to slice you. And doesn't stop. That's why they call him Carnage. And as you can see here, if you look at the picture, you see one that looks like kind of a barbed sword. You see a sickle. One time he even made a scythe. If you look over there where Green Goblin and Doctor Doom is, there's an axe, and then there's a mouth, and then if you look at his other arm, there's a blade. And yeah, he uses his bones and turns them into bladed objects that just about cut anything. So axes, swords, hammers, mallets, boomerang-looking weapons that he can throw. It's just crazy. It's just absolutely, and of course, like Freddy Krueger, or he even made Wolverine type claws. So he can get really, really creative. And then they decided to really go OP, which I was surprised about, and do this Carnage symbiote shark, which is chef's kiss. 10 out of 10. This thing is vicious. This thing is evil, and it's absolutely amazing that they added on it. And once again, doing their research and just really making this game just dynamically unique. Now, a couple of more things. Now, I am glad, and it was one of my picks, is Green Goblin, and I thought they would permanently have him on the glider the whole time, but I love that he can jump off of it. It can call it back in, and you saw there he was doing a combo, and it like came in when he was jumping up in the air, continued his combo. He's got the pumpkin bombs. We really didn't see a lot of his moveset, so that's kind of cool. So we have some surprises with that. But yeah, this character, definitely fiendish, and can't wait to see more of him. I wish we actually saw like a super from him or what have you. They're a symbol, the Knights of Doom, which is a great name, was fan-freaking-tastic. I mean, Magneto is, to me, perfect 10 out of 10. I mean, he should play that way in Marvel Rivals. I mean, just incredible. That is the master of magnetism right there. I think this might beat the Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I don't know for sure, but he's very, very close. Carnage. Now people are going to understand why so many have been clamoring for his arrival. You've already seen the gameplay, so I know there's a lot of excitement. We've seen Doctor Doom before. So one little last thing, and I'm going to wrap it up. If you look here, this is all the bonuses. You see some of the skins, but if you look at the top, right, you see Silver Surfer there, and you see Silver Surfer with the surfboard, obviously, but the Infinity Gauntlet. I heard somebody was wondering why he had the Infinity Gauntlet. Well, there is a reason, and I will tell you why. It comes from this right here. Now, in the original story of the Infinity Quest and the Infinity Gauntlet, when Thanos creates the Infinity Gauntlet, the Infinity Gauntlet, he has conquered everybody, and there are only 3 life forms in the entire multiverse, not just universe, multiverse. There are only 3 people left: Captain America, Adam Warlock, who is one of my favorite heroes of all time, and Silver Surfer, who is the fastest thing in the just incredibly fast. Anyway, he had a chance to snatch the Infinity Gauntlet and missed it there, and this is the what if on that. So if you're wondering why that is, this is the comic book. I actually have that on why he has the Infinity Gauntlet. So that's it. That's my review of the trailer. I am super hyped. I don't care. I got it pre-ordered. This is amazing. It can only get better. We've got Ghost Rider next, who we're going to guess is going to be the Midnight Suns. We're hoping for Blade. We're hoping for who else could be on there? Morbius, or I don't know. There's like so many choices to choose from on that, as well as Moon Knight. That would be pretty interesting, but I'm sold. And it looks like they're getting so much good and great lore. They're really getting some deep cuts into the Marvel universe and making their own little spin with these designs. But they're also going to have classic The classic skins, the ones from the comic books, of course, as usual, you're going to have to pay for them. But, that's capitalism. Anyway, thanks for listening. This is the Gamer Gen Xer.